Introducing the African Diaspora News Channel app, your gateway to stories that's overlooked by the corporate mainstream media.
And we serve as the voice to the global Black community.
Again, we got Dr. Candace Matthews.
A lot of these documents, looking at.
We are committed to informing and educating through the power of media.
This country is supposed to be about the land of the free for all. It has not been free for Black people, and we are tired.
With our platform, we're helping to end injustice by exposing it.
Join us in standing for excellence in journalism and serving our community. Download the African Diaspora News app today.
So Ontario is reporting a rise in the amount of racism, discrimination, and hate crimes towards the Black alphabet soup community in Ontario, and advocates are calling for an organization to support them. Take a look at what Shelly Ann Skinner has to say and her experience of racism when she was running for city council for the town of Barrie.
Like burning a pride flag and calling me the N-word and calling me the B-word.
An outspoken activist in Barrie, Ontario, she says the attacks came to a head when she ran for city council in 2018.
I experienced an incredible amount of hate, like phone calls, messages, emails, threats to my life, threats to the life of my children.
According to a new study, 70% of Black LGBTQ2S+ people have reported experiencing a hate crime.
The basic decency of walking down the street hand in hand with your partner is something that I don't feel safe to do, and that people who look like me around this country also don't feel safe to do.
Advocates are calling for the creation of a national organization dedicated to specifically supporting queer Black Canadians, citing a lack of resources outside of major cities, while those that do exist are often unequipped to handle their unique situations.
It's not something in Edmonton, it's not something in Ottawa, it's a feeling of unsafety that Black, queer, and trans people have all over this country.
So here's what I have to say. You are Black first. So no matter what your orientation is, your gender choice, whether you want to be trans, you are Black first. And so you will be discriminated, whether you are part of the alphabet soup community or not. And so this is a wake-up call for the folks that are part of the alphabet soup community and you think that you are safe or you think you're loved like the alphabet soup community that's the folks. It's just not the same for Black people. This sister was running for city council and she was called the N-word and everything else. But there are other people that are the folks that are part of the alphabet soup community, and our prime minister is seen taking photos with them and their children, and he's at the pride parades, and he's up there just waving his hand and holding the flag. And everywhere you go across Ontario and Canada, there's pride flags flying proudly and stickers on grocery store doors and in banks and everywhere. Schools, you see them even on their banners or their school logos, they have the pride flag. So it's very out there and it's very supported. And so the Black people of that community have a preconceived notion that they're safe, but you're not. You are Black first. And so the advocates are calling for a national organization to support Black people from the alphabet soup community. And the response is that they just don't know how to handle, or they're not equipped to handle, Black people's unique situation. When really and truly, isn't it the same kind of situation that every Black person goes through? Except for in the alphabet soup community, you all pride yourself in being advocates for your people, and you will fight for the rights of the alphabet soup community. So what happened to the Black people? Why aren't you there for them? Why aren't you lobbying for the Black people? What's so unique about their situation? I mean, as it stands now, if one of the folks is called the F word, they liken that to being called the N word. So if they're getting discriminated the same way, which is not even nearly as close, and actually there is no comparison between the F word and the N word, but that's what they want to say. And so why don't you have any way to protect the Black alphabet soup community that are calling the N word, since you say it's the same thing as being called the F word? And people have lost their jobs over calling one of the folks the F word. People have lost their livelihood. People have lost their reputation. So what's so unique about Black people in the alphabet soup community that are discriminated against? Why aren't you equipped to take care of them? Because they are Black first. And systemic racism is in every institution, no matter what anybody wants to say. So to the Black alphabet soup community, you need to just create your own organization and support each other. Since you choose to live that lifestyle, you're not going to be protected by the folks. You're not going to be protected by an organization. They're not going to create an organization specifically for you. Let me know what you all think about this. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this content. Also download the African Diaspora News app. You can grab it at the Google or Apple store, and you'll have access to exclusive content that you won't see here or anywhere else. So grab that app. You also want to subscribe to my YouTube channel, EA Public Relations. Until next time, please be safe, everyone.